Good afternoon and welcome back to another Alliance War. This is war number 6 in season 44. In this war, 4 Loki is taking on TCN. For this war, once again, I have 4 fights. I am bringing in Archangel, White Magneto, and OG Ironman. In this, I'm going to be on path 6 in section A and path 6 in section B for the 4 fights. The first fight up in the war is going to be against this lovely Mantis. And on this node, we have Combat Deja Vu Prowess. We've got Insurance Policy Power 3. So if I remove any prowess effects, she's going to gain a bunch of power. And it's got Spiked Armor. For this one, not going to worry about removing any prowess. Hopefully she's not going to get too many. Hopefully she's not going to be able to get to too many specials. So I'm going to jump in here. And for this one, I am going to use Archangel for the first time in quite a few seasons. I get to use Archangel. Do have my standard war boosts on 30, 15, 15. I am going to throw on a combat regen boost. Mantis, I should still be able to parry her with Archangel because his ability accuracy can't be reduced. Just throwing on the regen boost to be extra safe. And this whole fight is just going to be parry heavy. Hope we get some good RNG. And there we go. So, 2 parries in, we've got 1 neuro. Not quite as good as I'd hoped. Going to bait out that. It was trying to do a reparry and kind of missed. I'm not the greatest at them, so just really trying to be safe. Avoid taking too much chip damage. She does throw a special 1 there. Fortunately, because I did have the neuros on, I did not get the sleep debuff. That would eventually pop up and cause me just to stand there. And then I think we're just going to finish this off with a special 1. Easy enough, fairly quick fight. Not quite as good RNG as I'd hoped, but, overall, very, very pleased with how that fight went. No issues, and we get to move on to the next fight. The next fight up on our list is going to be Storm Weapon X, and for this one, she does have the aggression prowess, insurance policy. Once again, can't use a champ that is going to remove those prowess, or she'd get a burst of power. And then critical setup, which, honestly isn't going to come into play. I'm just going to try to parry heavy. And once again, hope that we get some good RNG. So kind of let this play forward here. We're going to go in and once again, we're going to be using Archangel. For this fight, I do throw on a pre-fight, really betting on RNG not being in my favor. Every duel that I did on this, it took quite a few heavies and baiting a couple specials before I had bleeds, poisons, and neuros going on her. So kind of figuring that may be the case going in. So I wanted to be safe, give myself a little bit extra damage boost if need be. For this one, I am going to remove the regen, put on an invulnerability, because I don't want to be, the other thing I found while practicing this was if I wasn't right on the correct timing with my heavy, sometimes it seemed like she broke out of it quicker and I ended up eating, a couple hits. So I just wanted to be safe here. You can see there, I did manage to get 1 bleed, 1 poison early, still 3 heavies, no neuros. There's another one, no neuros. So we've got her at special 1. Do have 2 poisons now. Finally got a neuro added on there. Now it's just to try and, do it again. Let's try and get bleed. Let's try and get a poison. Let's try and get, some neuros build up. There was some very good RNG. I don't know if in any of my duels I ever got 4 bleeds on with 1 heavy. So now I'm just going to back off. Got lucky there and got a poison on. Got another neuro. Still not getting above that 1 neuro. So it is taking longer, fairly safe. There we go. We finally got a couple neuros. And now I'm just going to heavy again and then back away. And that fight's over. So, a little bit slower than what I'd like. But new going in, that's exactly what I was going to expect. That some were going to stick, some weren't. And let's go ahead now that we're done with that. And we can jump over to section 2. And once again, in section 2, we're going to be using OG Ironman. For this fight here, the bishop, he's got the prowess built up. So once he gets 3 more prowess, he's going to become passively unblockable. So I need to remove those prowess. Band-Aid solutions, I'm not going to apply shocks. Not a big deal there. Superior specials, great. He starts off with an indefinite prowess, which I'm going to remove. And then return policy. So really going to be the same basic plan as what it was last war, which means I'm going to be going in. I am going to do a power start 1, going to parry, 5-hit combo, throw that special 1, remove all his prowess before he can throw any type of special. If he throws his special 1, great. I don't have to worry about it. I'm incinerate immune. He can throw it all day long for I care. Still going to try and get special 2s because I can dex out of those and won't take the chip damage. Whole goal on this fight, finishing clean, finishing fast, and finishing so that I don't have to use any items to heal up. So let's go ahead and jump into the fight. You'll see I'll go in here. I'm going to, like I said, put on a power start 1 boost. So you'll see me use yet another 3-minute boost. So that's 3 3-minute boosts in 3 fights so far. So there we go. We're going to pull out the invuln. We're going to put on the power start 1. Could go either way on it. Just feel safer using it this way. That way I can throw that special 1 before he can even consider throwing a special attack at me. So there we go. 5-hit combo, parry. Now we're going to hit again into a special 1. And there we go. Fight right now, to me, is pretty much in the bag. As long as I don't do something stupid, which I've been known to do, I'm going to be okay. There we go. So we get his increased damage now. We're going to dex out of that and just counter. And there's a nice little 20k medium crit. I didn't get real lucky with crits on this fight. You can see that, very few crits coming across, but, still the damage is pretty good. 13k mediums, 8k lights. Bait out one more special here. I've lost 1% health, and that fight is done. Awesome, awesome, awesome champion for this path. He is tailor-made for 6B. It just is, couldn't ask for more, I guess is the best way of saying it. Going to toss on an energy refill here just so I can finish up my fights and my path. And we're going to move on, and we're going to take on this big old APOC here. All these fights did have about 300k health, which was nice. I was able to get through them pretty quick. Pretty much the same nodes here, except for every hit on his special that I block, he's going to gain a prowess, which would be an issue if I couldn't remove him, because I cannot dex out of his special 1 or special 2 without taking a couple hits. So same basic plan, 5-hit combo, parry, 5 or 4 hits into a special 1. He now has no prowess. I'm also back up to a special 1 so I can use it again if needed, but we're going to wait till his special. I'm going to block 2 hits. You'll see that he, 3 hits, he's going to build up the prowess. So now if he threw another special, he would be unblockable, but we're going to invalidate those and get rid of them. We're going to also ramp up our damage. And here we go. So now we're going to bait out another special 2. We'll block 3 of them. So he's going to have his prowess again. So once again, if he threw a special, he would be unblockable. But we're going to go into Striker, and then we're going to go ahead and remove those prowess. And they are gone. He throws a special 1. As before, he's got 3 prowess. So this is the only tricky spot. Fortunately, he didn't throw a special right there. Even if he did, I can block unblockable, so I just have to remember not to try and dex out of it. So with that, fairly quick, fairly easy, fairly straightforward war. Once again, shout out to my BG planners with Trevor, with Clown, with PWF. They have done a great job by me so far this year. Great job overall so far. I've really enjoyed this season. I've gotten to use a few different champs and things like that. And let's go ahead and look at the stats so far for this season. So far this season, I'm at 24 kills, 0 deaths. 4 Loki is sitting at 3 and 2. And you can see there the champions I've used and kind of the number of fights. And, OG Ironman by far has been my most used. Absorbing Man, Archangel, Lady Deathstrike, Shuri, and Silk, each with 2 fights each. And then the other ones with 1. So, this war right now, still early, still anybody's game. When I'm recording this, it is at 3-2. We are down by 1. So, but there's still a lot of the map to clear. So once again, do want to thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like and a comment. I'll be glad to respond and answer any questions. And thanks a lot, and we'll see you in the next one.